Okay, so you're thinking about starting a home project. Awesome. But have you ever looked at the list of people you need to deal with at the town's construction department and felt, well, a little lost? It can feel like you need a secret decoder ring just to figure out who's who. Let's fix that.
Right? You're all geared up to build a deck or finish your basement, and suddenly you're hit with a wall of titles like subcode official or technical assistant. You're just left wondering, who do I even talk to first? It's a super common feeling, but I promise it's not as complicated as it looks.
So here's how we're going to break it all down. We're going to treat the construction department like a team. First, we'll meet the team captain. Then, the specialists. After that, the folks who come on site, the inspectors. We'll also cover your first point of contact, and then we'll wrap up by clearing up some really common questions. Ready? Let's go.
All right, let's start at the very top. Every single team needs a captain, a leader who calls the shots. And in the construction department, that person is the construction official. Think of the construction official as the head coach, or maybe the director of a movie. They're the one who oversees the entire operation. Their job is to make sure every single part of the department is working together smoothly, from the moment you hand in your application to the final sign-off. They have the ultimate responsibility for everything. And I mean, just look at this list. They are juggling a lot. They're supervising the permit process, they're overseeing inspections, they're talking to the tax assessor's office, and they're keeping the mayor in the loop. They're the central hub that connects all the different pieces of the puzzle.
And here's a quick look at our official team roster. Now you'll see pretty much everyone here has a state license. These are certified professionals. What's kind of interesting is that while the main boss, the construction official, is a town employee, the specialists and inspectors can sometimes be hired from a third-party agency.
Okay, so we've met the captain, now let's get into the specialists. These are the subcode officials, the absolute experts who know the rulebook for their specific area inside and out. And the key word here is specific. These officials are hyper-focused. The person who looks at your electrical plans is not the same person who reviews the plumbing. Each one is a master of their own domain, whether that's building, plumbing, electrical, or fire safety. They get involved right from the very beginning, reviewing your plans before a single nail is hammered. They're in touch with your architect, they manage the inspectors in their field, they even do inspections themselves. But check out that last point. A huge part of their job is actually helping you, the public, understand what's required. And this is where we really get into the nitty-gritty. Your building subcode official, they're all about the structure, the bones of the project. The plumbing subcode official handles, well, all things plumbing, water, drains, even gas lines. Then there's the electrical subcode official who focuses on wiring and safety. And finally, the fire protection subcode official deals with things like sprinklers and fire alarms. 4 different experts for 4 different jobs.
So your plans are approved by the specialists. Fantastic. Now, who are the folks that actually show up at your house with a clipboard? Let's talk about the inspectors.
Yep, the inspector. They are literally the department's eyes and ears on the ground. Their entire job is to come out to your project at different stages and make sure that the work being done in real life perfectly matches the plans that got approved back at the office. So a building inspector is doing way more than just checking boxes. They've got to be able to read complex blueprints right there on a messy job site. They're a critical communication link. And there it is again. Look at that last duty, assisting and educating the public. See a theme here?
Okay, we've met the captain, the experts, and the field crew. But who's the person at the front desk who you hand your application to? This brings us to what might just be the most pivotal role in the whole department.
Let's hear it for the technical assistant. Seriously, this person is the unsung hero of the construction department. They are the air traffic controller for your project. Every single form, every phone call, every inspection request, it all flows through them. They make sure nothing gets lost in the shuffle. I really love this quote from the source material because it just nails it. A great technical assistant isn't just shuffling papers. They understand the whole process. They're the glue that holds the entire operation together and keeps things moving.
So what does this mean for you? Well, the technical assistant is basically your guide. They're the one who takes your application, who you call to schedule an inspection, who files all the reports, and at the very end, the one who prepares that beautiful certificate of occupancy that says, you're done.
Okay, the whole team is here. Now, before we wrap up, let's tackle a couple of really common questions that tend to trip people up.
This is a big one.
You see the word fire, you immediately think of the fire trucks and firefighters in your town, right? So are they the same person?
And the answer is a hard no. It's an easy mistake to make, but they have totally different jobs. The fire protection subcode official works for the building department. Their job is proactive, to make sure a building is built safely in the first place. The local fire service, they're the emergency responders. Two separate teams, two different missions.
Okay, let's just ask the question that's on everyone's mind. With all the rules and the inspections and the red tape, it can sometimes feel like you're fighting against the department. So, are these officials actually there to help you?
And the answer, straight from the official source material, is a huge, resounding yes. It's not just a nice idea. It is literally written into their job description. Their goal isn't to be a roadblock. Think of them as guardrails, there to make sure your project gets to the finish line safely and correctly.
We've broken it all down. We've met the captain, the specialists, the whole team. We've cleared up some confusion. So what's the big takeaway? What's the real secret to making this whole process go smoothly?
It's as simple as that. The secret is understanding the team. Once you know who the players are and what their roles are, the whole process just clicks into place. You're not lost in a maze of titles anymore. You know who to talk to and why. You know how to work with them to get your project built right. And now, you do.